All right, guys, we are back. Episode number 20.
Right you are.
Yeah, had a little hiatus there for a while.
You know, if you look again,
this
is the seventh month we've been doing this today.
7 months. 7th month.
Not bad for two guys in their spare bedroom. Huh?
And we had quite the break, so.
You did. I had to work every day. Extra hard because you were gone.
Well, this will never happen again. We will never have this long of a break.
Yeah, it will.
For the podcast. It will never happen, guys. We're going to start knocking these out. We have 5 podcasts, actual podcasts booked in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Good guests, too.
Very good guests, and just some other cool stuff. So, yeah. I was gone to LA for a while, as you know. And so we had to put a halt on the studios in Phuket. It's hard to do a podcast in a studio that's in Phuket if you're in LA. Even though LA is the king of studios.
Without me, too.
And I couldn't do without you.
How is LA without me?
It was good.
Still there?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I saw.
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
Celebrities here, then I'm going to go and do some celebrity stuff over there.
Yeah.
Must be nice, dude. Guess what I did?
What'd you do?
I worked.
Oh.
Nonstop.
That's what you got to do, bro. You got to work, and then eventually you get to go to LA and play around in Hollywood.
One day.
Yeah.
I haven't been to LA since... UFC on Fox 4?
UFC on Fox 4.
Yeah, when you fought
DeMarcus Johnson.
Yeah. And that went in your favor.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You got knockout of the night.
Uh-huh.
And you did a pretty douchebag thing to me when you handed me both of your paychecks. I was like, I need to tie my shoe. I had never held that much kind of money before, so I'm proud of you. That was nice, though.
Did I really do that?
Yeah, because, tell them how a lot of people probably don't know. You get paid right there.
Yeah.
That's
they gave you the
crazy,
checks right away.
And those weren't
you were right with me when I got the checks.
Yeah. No. About 5 minutes later. But like I said, you were like, oh, I need to tie my shoe. Will you hold these? And of course I'm going to look at them. Because you got knockout of the night and your your
You should
pay.
have been looking at my business, dude.
I can't help it. They were heavy ass checks. Daniel Cormier would cash those.
Wow.
That's a reference to an old one.
Podcast episode.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow. That was pretty.
Forgot about that, huh?
Yeah, that was a good time. And so I was in San Jose first. Not that you asked me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you.
Well, I assume you were. How's everybody over there?
Good.
I mean, hell, half the guests you saw that day probably training.
Yeah.
How's Khabib looking for his fight?
Khabib's looking amazing, dude. This is the second time. What was this? Camp for Barboza a little bit, and then now for this one. And I mean, dude, he's same. I mean,
so you go home every one of his fights? Huh?
Yeah, he's a beast, man. He's an absolute beast. But I got to see my little girls and my family, and then watch some of his fight camp, which is just awesome to see. Such a badass fighter like himself. And dude, Tony's in for a tough fight, bro.
Yeah. April 7th.
He's a great fighter, man, but he's in for a tough fight with Khabib, man. He's looking outstanding. He's in shape. He grabbed one of my AKA Thailand shirts he wore for part of his camp, part of his training, whatever. And he grabbed a medium, of which, the sizes run a little bit small.
Yeah.
I was a little bit worried that maybe it wouldn't fit. So I was like, oh, man, it might not fit,
Oh, what is he, 5'7"?
Yeah, but he's big. He's a big dude.
I don't know. I've never seen him in person.
But it fit. I mean, that tells you right there. He's in shape, man. He's lean. I mean, I didn't ask him what his weight was, but, I mean, if he wore a medium shirt.
Did he ask about me?
And he trained his entire session. He probably trained like 3 or 4 sessions in that shirt. So, yeah, he's in shape, man.
So it's ruined.
Yeah, it's like all shredded.
So you didn't bring it back?
No. It's
good, man.
And then, everybody was there, man. Salim was there. I got to see Salim. Salim trains AKA Thailand. Obviously, people who follow the podcast know that he started out with us, and then he moved on to AKA headquarters, and we sent him down there, and he trains full-time there right now, but he represents AKA Thailand, and he does come back and forth. Yeah. But, he's out there training with Khabib for his fight, man. That's crazy.
When's his next fight? Didn't you sign him somewhere?
Bellator. Javier got him signed.
Good old Jav.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
God, I love that guy, man.
How's he? Got him signed with Bellator. He is so excited, man. We don't know exactly the date yet, but he's super, super excited.
I bet.
Yeah.
Coming from, I know, the humble beginnings that he did.
Yeah, he was one of our first guys, man. Super humble, and
super young too. Is he even 22 yet?
I don't know, man.
Jesus Christ, man, we're old.
We're old as fuck.
Our 20-year reunions in August, buddy.
Yeah, I know. We got to show up to that somehow.
Ugh. On Skype. Just do that.
Just Skype.
Or let's just go. Let's go.
All right, we might. And then see what else. So yeah, so I was in San Jose for a little while, and then I traveled down to LA. And
your favorite town.
My favorite.
I know
town.
it is.
Yeah. So
how was that? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I saw the horrible times you were having, according to your Instagram.
Well, I'll send you pictures too.
Well, yeah, of course, and of course, we talked, but
I like to send you pictures so it
that's you
keeps
rub
you
it
motivated, so that next time you
keeps
can come
me motivated.
With me.
It pisses me off, man.
Well, you can come with me next time. A couple years.
You said that about Moscow in '99.
Oh.
So I haven't been there yet, but
no, but yeah, it was good, man. And then well,
I saw you ran into to JJ Soria.
Yeah.
From The Oath. Phenomenal show, by the way.
Yeah, so he trained here for a while, and then he went back to LA, obviously, and then I met up with him, and cool dude, man.
Uh-huh.
Very good actor, and The Oath is phenomenal, dude. So you download the app on Crackle, and then you can watch the entire season, which is something I like because first of all, I'm into shows like this, like The Shield, where it's just like dirty cops, kind of bad cops doing bad things. Like
it literally, guys,
sounds bad, but I really like these kind of shows. And
it's like I said, for them to, it's kind of like Training Day meets Sons of Anarchy. That kind of it's both those kind of genres. I don't want to ruin too much for you, but it's maybe we'll have him on the podcast and he can talk about it more.
He's actually going to come on next. He's coming on in 2 days.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
I forgot to tell you. Yeah. So we're going to
do. We love him, man.
We're going to do
He's a good time.
We're going to do a late podcast at night here, so it'll be Monday morning in LA, which means we will post it on Monday evening in LA. So like I said, we got 5 podcasts in the next 2 weeks. Big guests. JJ is a rising star in the acting world, and dude, he is a really good actor. He's in The Oath. We had a fun time together, as you saw.
Yeah, well, of course.
And ran into a bunch of people, that I know.
We
there.
got Chuck Liddell, Heidi Liddell.
Heidi, she's always fun. And then Russell Peters, too.
She asked about me. You can tell him.
She did. She did.
Did anybody else?
So I feel like Chuck's wife. And
I'm the stepchild here.
Yeah. Marc gets excited when anybody asks for him.
Yeah, I mean, when they're famous, it makes me feel cool.
And Russell Peters, too.
Oh,
one of our favorite comics. We love that guy. He was there. So we went to a party. I went to a party in LA. It was Jay Glazer and Unbreakable Performance put on this big party for St. Patty's Day. And it was outstanding. I mean, it was legitimately an awesome party. Like, it was a who's who of that area. It was on Sunset Boulevard, and it was cool. It was kind of like a tailgate backyard sort of party, I guess.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And the Irish aren't real fancy with their party. Is that the wrong word? Maybe.
I don't know. It was cool though, man. It was cold as shit though, dude. Talk about climate change. Like, I packed nothing warm when I went to LA or when I went to California, and it was freezing, bro.
That's why I stayed.
Most of the trip I was there, it was raining and it was freezing. This is in March.
Weren't you? This event wasn't inside.
Part of it, but the majority was in this like VIP tent in the back lot. There was there's a couple different sections in the back lot you can get to.
Porta potties.
And yeah, and I took a picture with Chuck Liddell on the porta potties. Well, the first picture that I posted was outside the porta potties, and then we went in and did the whole photo.
Like, so you and Chuck Liddell were inside a porta potty.
Like when you go into the machine at the mall and take pictures, we just did in a porta potty.
Like a photo booth.
Yeah,
that's a poop booth.
The potty booth.
Wow.
No, we didn't do that.
Maybe. Okay. Hell, I wouldn't put shit past you.
We may or may not have done that.
So you did do it.
No, we may not have.
Jesus Christ.
But
did you run into another podcast alum? I figured you would have. Your boy Mickey Rourke. Yeah.
I was going to tell you. So we made contact, but we didn't meet. I wanted to meet up with him, give him an AKA Thailand shirt, and see how he's doing and everything. But we did not connect. We connected, but we didn't meet. So it was kind of just a weird thing where miscommunication, and then we didn't meet up. So yeah.
Did you ever mention to them?
Meet up with them. Huh?
Did you ever mention to all these actors that we took acting class?
No, I didn't. They didn't ask, but
I got to tell this
and
story.
Arnold Chan, real fast before we get into acting class.
Arnold.
Arnold Chan was there, and he is the man. He is like the premier stunt guy in the world. Now
he's directing.
Well, he moved from stuntman to stunt coordinator to now he's a director, along with our other buddy Lynn Oding, who just directed Braven. So he was there hanging out with him the whole time as well, and he's living life. LA's just a place to be, man. That's why I'm trying to buy a house there. I was house hunting a little bit at the same time, so I was kind of trying to find a place by Chuck. Chuck lives right by Russell Peters, a little bit on the outskirts, but on the hills kind of, and so it's kind of scouting out a little bit, dude, because I think that's where I want to go as I go back from Phuket.
As you leave me here more often.
As I leave here, I want to go to LA from now on instead of San Jose. So that's going to be my new spot. And
nice.
So speaking of acting, let's go ahead and do your acting class, because that was
I can't.
Who took you to acting class? Who was like, man?
All right. Well, first of all,
I'm gonna try to help my boy out, take him into acting class.
Yeah, it really worked out well. So it was 1999, and we were selling.
How do you know dates so well?
Because I'm not an idiot.
It was 1999.
I have a journal.
Gee, 19 years ago.
Yeah.
I got that much math.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We were selling cars together. Sharing an office. You remember that office we shared?
Yeah.
Well, they fucking hated us. But, he comes in and he's like, oh, yeah, I signed us up for acting class. I'm like, yeah, I'll meet you there. There's no way I'm going to that.
You did?
Well, because you said there was hot chicks there.
Oh, yeah.
Again, we were 19 years old. I think we both had blonde hair.
Yeah.
I had green contact lenses.
Yeah.
Did. Do you remember that I would match?
God, you were weird looking.
Buddy, no, it got worse.
Like
I would match the color of my sunglass lenses to the color of my shirt.
Yeah,
you remember
weird,
that?
Man.
God, man, I cleaned
house.
I was
embarrassed sometimes.
I kissed like 2 girls that year.
Yeah.
So we did pretty well. But no, we went to that acting class, and there wasn't as many hot chicks as you.
There was none.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so just to break it down for you, this God knows his name.
Brandon.
Fuck him.
I want to say Brandon something.
The actor?
Yeah.
The coach or the teacher or coach?
I think his name was Brandon something.
He's a douche, regardless.
What?
You have more of an IMBD than that guy does. You know that, right?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah. He did like 2.5 episodes as a walk-on Walker, Texas Ranger. I turned those down. I was like, come on, dude. So anyway, so I fall asleep. If you remember this, do you remember when I was asleep in this class?
Yeah, I do. I woke you up.
No,
no, he
not
woke
in time.
He woke you up. I woke you up the first time.
Well, yeah, I was sleeping all day.
I think he woke
because
up
this was on Saturday at 7 a.m., which is god awful.
Was it 7?
Yeah, 7 in the morning.
So we probably stayed up all night.
I'm sure. So, I was sleeping, and he came by, got all pissed off, and he's like, "How dare you sleep in my class?" I'm like, "Come on, dude, you're nobody." So then he's like, "Get out of my class," and I was like, "Well, no, hold on, coach. I was acting like I was sleeping."
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't think that was funny, so he kicked me out, and I never came back. Fuck him.
And then I had to leave too, which sucked.
Because of me?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't finish it?
No. You caused me to not be an actor. That's why I had to fight in a fucking cage all my whole life.
God.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Good.
Appreciate that.
We could be doing podcasts about movies right now, had you.
We'd be famous and not having to be getting hit in the head.
I do remember going one time to go.
I appreciate all the times we've been punched since then.
Tell me you remember when we went and ate breakfast that morning, and that homeless guy came, walked by my table, or our table, and literally just picked up my scrambled eggs with his bare hands and ate them. What do you do at that point?
You draw the best attention, man.
Dude, I am a magnet for random
fucking
fucking
idiots. He just walked by and grabbed your food.
Barehanded.
Yeah.
And the guy hadn't seen a shower since 1966. Because this was 1999, so it wasn't that long before.
And I believe you had a comment about that, too. You said something about fries.
He should have grabbed the home fries because he was homeless. Is that too much?
Yeah, it was a little too much.
Well, fuck him. He shouldn't be stealing my food. I mean, I feel bad for him.
True. But
I will say, on a different note, to go on another tangent, you and I were in Houston one night with, actually right before we met Jake Shields, who, by the way, is doing a seminar.
He's doing a podcast. He's one of the podcast guests we're having in the next 2 weeks.
When he was
in
there,
the studio, as a matter of fact.
I'll never forget this. We were walking down, and I'm always down to give a homeless guy $1, $2 here and there. Yeah. But you dropped this dude a 20.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember? And you remember what you said to me? I don't know. I was like, he's going to buy beer with that or whatever, And he goes, and you said, and this kind of stuck with me. You're like, no matter what, this guy does not want to be in the situation he's in right now. So it's better that I give him this money than him robbing somebody or something. And that always stuck with me. I don't know, man, you're so inspirational.
Wow.
But yeah, that was, anyway, that shit, that's our homeless rant, I
I
guess.
sort of remember that, but
You don't remember shit. You know, usually I'm the guy that
I've been hitting the
helps
head
shit.
too many times, man. I remember like specific
You can duck
things.
and block?
Well, if you hadn't fucked up acting class, we could have been actors.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I fucked up acting class and
so you got to
UFC
chill
189.
out and just relax, and I had to go fight in a fucking cage, fucking 11 years,
And then I ruined your fighting career by going to jail.
and then you ruined my last fight by going to jail in Thailand.
Well,
So yeah, man, it's been a pleasure being your friend for a
Quit
while.
texting me.
I'm glad we're still together. Let's ruin
shit.
this podcast.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take? 7 months, you said today was our fucking
What's the deal on?
anniversary?
Can I take my pants off? What's the deal on nudity on
No,
podcasts?
I don't think they allow it, dude. It's on YouTube.
All right.
They got policies and stuff.
You porn, isn't that a thing?
Nah, I don't think so. Not on this. So then I got back, and so that was the big hiatus. I had to go to San Jose, well, California. I guess I could sum it up. Then I got back, and we went directly to Bangkok.
So your 30-hour flight back.
So the same day that I flew in, we were going to do a podcast, and then we didn't have time, and then we had to fly straight to Bangkok, and we had a fighter, Jake Butler, fighting in the 1FC, and we just got back. I just got back today because Jake got injured, so I had to stay later. You got in yesterday.
Kudos to you too for sticking around another day to make sure the fighter's good. What other gym does that?
Yeah.
You know.
But the point is,
I'm just proud of you.
it's been a rough few days, and Jake unfortunately lost the fight, but it was due to injury. So he did outstanding the first round.
He was winning.
He was winning, completely winning.
You know how I know this?
Sticking to the game plan, everything was perfect. I know where you're going with this. But his knee gave out. I think he blew his ACL. Went to the hospital and got an MRI, and they just gave him the discs. But he had a lot of experience. I think he blew his MCL or ACL in his other knee.
Yeah, his right knee was already the one that was.
Yeah, the whole fight camp, he had a bad right knee, and he blew his left knee. So very bad luck. But he seemed in good spirits. Today.
Yeah. God, you don't even know what day it is, do you?
No, dude, I don't. Yesterday, sorry.
It's today.
Was it today?
Yeah. You just got back today. You just got back 4 hours ago.
Yeah. Well, he seemed in good spirits.
Yeah. You've had quite the traveling, man.
I'm out of it, dude. I'm so out of it, man. I'm jet lagged still from the States, and I've been traveling around since I've been here, so I haven't had any sleep at all. But go ahead about I know you're going to talk about your cornering ability.
No, it was cool that I got to corner somebody.
So you got to corner. So it was me, Dylan, and you.
Yeah.
Cornering in the 1FC. It was your first time.
Yeah.
And what was the experience like?
It was pretty cool. All the fighters asked me to corner them next time.
Is that what
was nice of them.
All of them?
They, because nobody else brings potato chips in the corner like I do for them. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to ever corner again.
I met John Donaher.
Saw that.
He
was right across from us.
He is a legend.
Gary Tonnen. Am I saying that right? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Gary Tonnen, this guy.
Fantastic job that guy did.
Jesus Christ,
on the feet and
That's
on
some
the
good
ground.
fights that night.
But John, man, is a legend, dude. And it was cool talking to him because we kind of talked about that point where I was fighting Dan Hardy, and he was like, man, I'm taking notes. I was taking notes on the fight, just getting ready for GSP.
This guy took notes every 45 seconds while we were there,
Dude, the entire time, this guy had a notepad in his hand.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
That's some dedication, man. Well, that's why he's the best.
Yeah. That dude could write a serious book. So smart, too, man. Like,
I'd read it, too, if I read
We talked for like 10
books.
minutes, and then it was way better than sitting next to you. And, man, we got some really good intellectual conversation.
Huh.
It was really cool. He's a very, very smart guy.
So few of us.
And it was the first time I ever got to sit and talk to him. Yeah.
Wow.
And
let's go back to where it's better than sitting next to me, really. Hey, I made the whole room laugh. And then you stole my jokes, and then they all laughed again.
Really?
Nice. Yeah.
What joke did I steal?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't remember. Because
I
there's
never
so
steal
many.
your jokes.
You
You always say I steal your jokes.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
I can't help it if I'm funnier than you sometimes.
You're not.
I'm more funny than you.
No, you're just as funny sometimes because you take my exact jokes.
I think the highlight of your whole cornering career was putting the fucking Lay's stacks into the corner bucket.
Man, that was pretty nice.
Yeah. Why the fuck did you do that?
I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
People think we set that up. I looked down and it was like gloves. There's gloves,
Couple
bags, towels, everything you need to corner someone, and then a fucking Pringles container full of Lay's stacks.
Hey.
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Who got you into the VIP buffet, though?
That's true.
So you're welcome.
Yeah, I was kind of hungry. So that was good.
Yeah, it wasn't the most eventful weekend, but God bless Jake. He'll be back.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He's good. He was in good spirits, and everything was good.
You know who I should corner is probably one of our biggest fights ever coming up, huh?
Who's that?
That Anastasia girl.
Oh, well, we were gonna get into Bellator 200 for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think she's gonna let you corner her, dude.
No. She doesn't like chips.
She doesn't like you.
Oh well, fair enough.
I think she'll take the chips.
Shit.
I think she doesn't like you.
She doesn't talk to me much. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she's just all focused on training. That's all.
No, I get it.
She's so tough, man. Like the thing is about Anastasia is like, you know, she had a huge health issue, and like she's won 3 Bellator fights in a row with a health issue that she shouldn't have been training. And it's like, I'm not making excuses for her. In fact, she wouldn't even want me saying this.
Well, it's not. She won.
But you'll never hear her say this, and she wouldn't want me saying this right now, but like she had a bad thyroid issue and like couldn't lose weight, kept gaining weight, and shouldn't have been training. Like it was affecting everything. And we almost pulled her out of her last fight. I mean, I thought she was going to die. I mean, it was my first experience, like one-on-one cutting weight.
Well, it's cutting weight with a woman different,
It's
right?
tough. It's tough. Yeah, it's very different. And, you know, everyone at AK, it's always been guys. So it's different, you know, and they're all wrestlers. So they're like teaching me how to cut weight. You know, I've never had to cut a significant amount of weight. And it was tough, man, watching it. And she almost killed herself trying to make weight. And so, like, now she's 5 pounds over. And she's got 9 weeks to go. That's crazy.
I think she can make it.
She's going to make it, yeah. And she's phenomenal shape. How long has she been doing 2-a-days for?
Oh, shit.
6,
7 months?
Yeah,
I mean,
6 months or something, 2-a-days. And she's starting fight camp, like, in complete shape right now. A completely different fighter. She's healthy. She's at weight right now. I mean, pretty much. She can cut this weight. We can cut this weight in 2 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
2 hours.
9 weeks, she's probably going to be light, to be honest with you, as hard as we're going to train for this fight.
I know you've got some
and she's tough.
Some secret weapons flying in and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're flying in some people to train with her. I've been actually training with her myself.
The whole camp has.
I actually sparred with her on Friday.
Thursday. We left Friday.
No,
Thursday.
Had been Friday.
Yeah.
So I sparred with her on Friday. She's tough.
Yeah, I saw that. She
super strong, man. She's super strong.
Were you teaching her those 12 to 6 elbows on your leg?
No, she's tough, man.
Huh.
She beat the shit out of my legs.
Great coaching.
And she gave me a black eye. I don't know if you can still see it. She's tough, dude. She's a tough girl. And the thing is, when you look at fighters that I've trained with and fighters that I know and just been around, her and Khabib are the 2 toughest, like mentally toughest and just strong physically I've ever trained with.
They're savages.
They're savages. Maybe it's that Russian like mentality, but she's a savage, dude. And like,
Конечно.
Kate's she's a good fighter. Obviously, she's a really good fighter. It's a good step up for Anastasia considering the competition she's had.
Kate Jackson.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
She's a good fighter, and she's fought in the Ultimate Fighter. She's done really well. She's very confident she's gonna ruin Anastasia's undefeated record, but she's gonna have to kill her. I mean, like, she's literally gonna have to kill this girl. She doesn't realize how tough Anastasia is. She doesn't realize how strong she is, and she doesn't realize how good a shape she's in. I mean, this is a girl who she fought Veta when she was.
That's what I'm saying.
When she was
that
sick.
was one in Texas.
I get it, but I mean, not only counting the fact she was sick, she got her orbital bone broke, she got her jaw broke, she got her ear broke.
How do you break an ear?
I don't know. It was something in there. I get it, but something in her ear broke.
The smallest bone in her human body's in the ear.
And her nose. The cochlea is in the ear too, by the way.
The what, Leah?
Cochlea. It's in the ear, yeah.
Where's the coccyx?
So if anyone ever says, I have a bad cochlea, now you know.
Nobody's ever said that to me.
Probably not. They probably won't, but it is there. And
she's fighting in her hometown.
Yeah, and she broke her nose. So and I'm talking about the Veta fight. So she broke her nose, and so she went on over 2.5 rounds with a completely broken face, and won the fight. And anyone that doubts she won the fight, that's talking trash,
we went and watched it 3 times.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Add up the points. She won that fight. So it's like,
that's just jealousy.
She's ridiculously tough, bro. And that was when she got caught early on, and she was sick. So I mean, like, she's brutal, dude. And like,
for her being here, I mean, it's a man's sport, and she's every day fighting with men. Here. So
yeah, and all these Dagestan guys and Tajikistan guys, and like, these guys are phenomenal. They've been fighting since they were like 8 years old. I mean, they're tough, man. It's nothing like the competition in America or anywhere else.
When we've had last year, those
overall.
real high-level girls that came,
Yeah.
not to mention any names. I don't know if they want us to, so we won't. But she was holding her own. You know what I mean?
She did really well.
Holding her own. She was holding her own.
Yeah, and we just had Zyra here. Zyra was training with her, and Zyra beat Yana, who didn't do so well against Cyborg.
No, nobody does.
But anyway, and we're flying in, like I said, we're flying in a couple more girls to fight or train with Anastasia, getting her ready for this fight. But she's super tough, man. And we've had a year off to get her health together. So it's 100% now. She is 100. This will be her first Bellator fight where she's on weight, 100% healthy. And there's no way to really judge what she's bringing because we've changed her game significantly. People don't realize she came to AKA during Bellator. And we've changed her game completely. So even since her last fight. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's a good opponent, and I think it's going to be a good step for us to prove where she's at. And she's excited. So, I mean,
I'm excited.
How good does it get? You know,
I'm excited to go to London.
Yeah, and that too. So
I've, as you know, I've never been to London.
As you said, Kate's from London, and
that's
so that's going to be something that Anastasia's going to get used to.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you because you fought in London when you fought Dan Hardy, who, by the way,
thanks,
phenomenal. Well, no, you didn't do so well, but I mean,
I do so. I lost, but it wasn't.
Wait, so
it was close.
Anyway, point being is he's a phenomenal podcast alum.
Have to catch one of our podcasts. He was on the podcast.
Yeah. We
talked about it. We sparred.
Yeah.
A little bit back and forth.
He used your abs on his poster?
He stole my abs on the poster of him and George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what's that? What is it like? Because I was, of course, there when you fought in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And the place, like I said, I was telling the story the other day. I hate to tell you this because I hate to give you any kind of fodder, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, man, that was pretty cool when they spun your name around the stadium and all that shit. And
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, everybody's going crazy. It's dark out, or, you know, they turn all the lights off and stuff. It was cool as shit, don't get me wrong. But, but going to fight an English person in England has got to be, because those fans are passionate.
Mm.
So I just, and if you wanted to reiterate what that's like, I'm sure, I mean, they're a rowdy group. They're like right underneath the Irish as far as crazy bastards.
For sure.
So
I was 9-1 when I fought Dan Hardy.
Damn.
Pretty decent record, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Fan support. You know, I never really got, that I can remember, I never got really booed. Like, we had a lot
Not
of...
in England, you didn't?
No. I'm saying before.
Oh, before. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
well
yeah,
before. But, like, coming in the UFC, we got, like, a lot of a bad rap coming in from the Ultimate Fighter, people saying that we didn't deserve to be in the UFC and all that. But we never got booed when we fought. And I never got booed significantly that I noticed. I mean, it was always support, like you said. But man, when I fought in England, it was not nice for your boy. I got trashed on the way to the octagon at 9-1. But I mean, I was fighting Dan Hardy in his backyard.
Well, so that's what I'm thinking. It's okay, because at the
time,
time,
I got my hat stolen.
Yeah. Hats off to that.
And I got chewed out. I got cussed out. It was rough, man.
What is it like being there the week before? Because obviously, for those that don't know, you got to show up on a Tuesday when you fight on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You got to do all the media and all the blah blah blah. So you're there almost a solid week.
Yeah.
Now, besides Dan Hardy, Michael Bisping, and maybe Paul Daly, I mean,
Yeah.
who else was in the UFC from England? So those three guys had a huge following.
Yeah.
So I could just imagine when you're fighting Dan for a title shot.
Yeah.
Basically is what it was.
It was title contention, yeah.
Yeah.
They really wanted him to win because if he won that fight against me, he was fighting George St. Pierre for the title. And then that was going to be the chance for England to get their first belt. So, yeah, whether they like me. And the funny thing is leading up to the fight, all fight week when I was in England, nothing but fans. The fans are great. The fans in England are absolutely fantastic. You know, they were coming up to me, pictures, photos, support, everything. They'd come up and tell me they're going for Dan sometimes. Like, hey, can I get a picture? I'm going for Dan. Smile, cheese.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. But, you know, they were pretty cool, and they were honest, and, you know, it was a good experience the week of the fight. But when the fucking music started playing and I walked out, it was rough.
Did you hear a cuss word?
Oh, I got chewed out. Yeah, but when I was behind the curtain, like I peered my head out and some guy just chewed the shit out of me, dude. It's like, fuck you, like blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck, jeez.
Well,
I didn't mean to get scolded on my way to the ring. Then I got my hat stolen. That really pissed me off. I'll be honest. I turned around and did like a little like lion roar.
That might be.
If you go to YouTube and you type in UFC hats stolen something, you'll see the highlight video, and I'm on there, and you can see how.
It's amazing how many hats have been stolen.
A lot of them, yeah. The best one though. I'll get back to my story, but the best one is Machida. So, in England, they stole my hat. I turned around, and I gave like a little. I was like mad, you know. I was looking for him, dude. I don't know what I was gonna do, but
nothing.
Yeah, probably. But I wanted the hat back. In fact, I didn't even care about the hat. I just was pissed off.
Yeah, it's the fact.
I don't really know what I want. I just wanted to fucking slap that guy around.
That's blatantly theft right there. I mean, whether you look at it or not. You know?
And he was running off. You know, there's nothing they could do about it. But I will say this. Watching the highlight, if you watch on YouTube, the highlight video of UFC hats being stolen, they put music to it. It's fucking amazing. The best one is Machida. So someone steals Machida's hat, just like the guy that stole mine. He was completely far enough away that Machida couldn't get to him. But Machida just turned around and just looked at him. And he threw it back. I shit you not. That's fucking deep, dude. That's respect right there. Wow. He just gave him the old like fucking samurai eye. And sorry, Machida.
Isn't Machida fighting soon? Whatever happened to him?
I'm not sure. I should know that, huh?
Honestly, I
want to say I think
he's fighting soon. It's just weird. Like, there's just too many fighters now, man. Yeah. Too many fights.
Let me get back to we get off track so easy.
We always do, yeah.
We have so many stories, but I have to get Anastasia prepared for that because.
Oh yeah, that was the whole point.
It's gonna be rough for her, you know, for sure, because she's fighting an English girl in England. So I have to get her prepared for getting booed because she's not gonna have too many cheers. You in the audience, maybe she'll clap your hand.
Maybe I'll corner her.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe not.
No, maybe not. If you're there, maybe.
Well, I'm going.
You did great last time.
Hey,
she's not much. She didn't eat chips though. She didn't eat junk food.
Nobody did. They were unopened.
Yeah, maybe give her like some lettuce or
carrot juice.
Yeah, she loves vegetables. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I don't know how.
But that'll be fun, man. Like I said, it's cool to be part of that. You know, even though obviously I'm very uninvolved in it, but. No, just to go and support.
You better get good at cornering if you plan to fight, because it's a little bit more of a step. And at 50,000 subscribers, buddy, you're getting in there.
Yeah, we'll see.
And we're at 4,000 something now, so yeah, I get it. We got a lot to go,
buddy. Great segue. Bellator 200. I'm sorry, I don't remember where we're ranked on the trending list in iTunes.
Yeah. So this guy messaged me and. He said, "Man, check out the iTunes top podcasts." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Which genre or whatever?" You know, I don't know much about checking ranking on podcasts. He's like, "Just go to all podcasts and look at the ranking." And I guess we were ranked like kind of not high, but like up from 200. 200 is the last place. But by the time I got to it, we were at 200, and I put the video on Instagram.
That's cool, man.
At Real Quick with Mike Swick, by the way, on Instagram. But I put the video up there and. That was cool as shit, man, to be of all the podcasts.
And that's all of them. That's all the cooking ones.
It was like video game ones. Cooking, murders, like Joe Rogan, of course, was top 6.
Yeah, of course.
So it was like trending or something because Joe should have been number 1. But it was like some kind of trending like algorithm, whatever the case. We were in the top 200, so that was pretty fucking awesome. That's not bad
for 2 Houston guys just doing it in their spare.
And what did we do? We just didn't do a podcast.
We didn't do a podcast. Well, because you had to go to the Oscars and meet all your friends.
Well, yeah. But, so that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, we're kind of off to a decent start, man.
Yeah. So let's rehash a little bit on so this is episode number 20. Let's look back at a few of the podcast alum.
We've had some big guests, man.
Big guests.
Who are doing big things
What
now.
a few of them are doing now. So
I think we are a springboard.
Is that what it is?
To some of this. Obviously, your buddy Rockhold. Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
He's the face of, what is it, Polo
Blue.
Blue, right? Wow. So he just has to hang out with models on the beach.
It's crazy to me that, like, as many times as I punched him in the face over the years, that he managed to make it out. Not only me, but Daniel, Kane, everybody. That he managed to make it out and become the face of Polo Blue.
God bless him, man.
I almost want to say that we sculpted him. Like we're sculptors at AKA.
Kind of weird.
And we meshed him into like a model.
Michelangelo Swick?
Maybe.
See what I did there?
I think we did, man. I think that I want to take credit for that because
You know the statue of David?
No. Yes, I mean, I know of it, but.
Yeah, that's Michelangelo.
Okay.
I think.
Can I get back to my story?
Yeah. I just like to give you some knowledge every once in a while.
Well, anytime, just drop it in, man. If anybody ever asks me about David, I'll say
the very first YouTube video ever was an elephant. Anyway, elephant documentary. But go ahead.
There's an elephant in the room, Mark.
There's two of them.
No one can see it.
See him,
it's off the camera.
You ain't lying.
And
that'll never get old.
No.
Anyway, sorry. So
anyway, yeah, it's amazing that we sculpted old Luke Rockhold into a model, and
at what is he now? 34, 35?
He's still young, man. So young. God. So he's the face of Polo Blue, and I don't know what else. I talked to him when he was filming The Ultimate Fighter with Daniel. He seemed in good spirits. Everything's good.
Yeah, there you go. Recap on Daniel. He's obviously fighting Stipe.
Yeah, Daniel's fighting Stipe. I'm sure he cashed that $1 million check since we had the podcast. And I'm sure he's got another one since he had another fight. So I'm sure he's doing okay in the old bank account. Fuck. He's doing all right.
I wonder what Fox pays him too to analyze.
And he's doing everything. And then he's fighting Stipe. So that's not going to be a horrible check. He
said that apparently Dana offered him that fight, and he kind of like, brush it off. Dana made him an offer he couldn't refuse, so this should be...
That's usually a good sign.
Probably, yeah, it probably wasn't bad. It probably wasn't like, I'm going to cut you type thing. It was probably more of how many... God, I don't even want to talk about how much money he's probably getting for this one.
Yeah.
But God bless him, dude. He deserves it. Such a good guy. I mean, I love it when people like that get a shit ton of money.
Have you heard from Charles Bennett?
I have not.
You guys haven't heard from?
I think last I heard, I talked to him maybe last month. He was thinking about coming to Thailand if he can get his visa right. He wanted to come do a camp with us.
Yeah.
But I think he's got a fight in China or Russia. I feel bad. I'm not 100% exactly. Just so much going on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's still alive and kicking. He's still putting out those live feed videos. I
love his live feeds, man. You go on Instagram, you follow...
you talk about a guy who just doesn't give a fuck. Man.
No, he does live feeds, and he's just smoking blunts.
Well, there's no weed in those. Those are
is that what it
those
is?
are tobacco.
Oh,
tobacco,
okay.
I think the kids call it these days.
Okay, cool. Ah, man. Jeez.
Yeah,
that changes everything, dude.
Yeah, he's...
God, the minutes I've wasted thinking it was actual weed.
He is a crazy but a nice guy. Speaking of weed,
let's segue into back to LA a little bit for a second.
Oh, it's legal there, huh?
Yeah, buddy. Let me tell you something. It's a weed fest in America right now, buddy.
Fuck.
In LA especially. It's just
and I don't smoke weed, so it means nothing
everywhere,
to me.
Dude.
Like, I don't smoke.
I'm driving around with my friends, dude, and there's just weed all over the car. I'm like freaking out. Yeah, bro. It's all in like medical packages and like little tubes and shit. Huh. I'm not used to this kind of life.
Nah, me neither.
So like, I'm just like panicked, like shit. You know, they're opening packages. It's like going to the store.
So they're basically just like it's a Snickers bar, just open up weed and
everything, bro. And one of my friends, I'm not gonna say his name. And we were at the VIP party, that one on Sunset at O'Reilly's. That Jay Glazer and Unbreakable put together. And we went outside the VIP tent or whatever, and there's like a big cop. The cop cars were protecting kind of like the back area or whatever. And my friend just started smoking weed on the cop car, like right in front of the cop car.
On the cop car?
Kinda.
I mean, it was sitting on him?
It was like right in front of it. And so he's smoking weed. Now he's had a few already, alcohol and weed. He was pretty much in the clouds. And the cops came over. And fun fact for us, like old guys, you can't smoke weed on the streets.
How the hell you say?
Yeah. So even though weed's
that's
legal,
why I don't understand how it works in Colorado and.
Well, now you do. And weed's legal, but you can't smoke weed on the streets. So the cops came over and they were like, "What are you doing?" And of course, he's an actor, so he goes right into his acting. You know, he's just like, "Oh man, what do you mean? Is it, you can't smoke weed out here?"
Was he convincing?
He was pretty convincing, but not to the cops.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd.
I was like, "Yeah, you can't smoke weed out here." You know, I was like, he had me convinced. You know, I'm a fucking.
Well, we don't know. I mean,
yeah, I didn't know shit. So the cops were like, "No," and they started getting. They were cool at first, then they started getting a little like agitated, because I was thinking to myself, just say okay. I mean, they were cool. They seemed cool at first, so it's like, okay, boop, it's over. Go back inside, you know. But I would have been. He was kind of saying, "Oh, I understand, you know, like I guess because you can't drink on the street, you can't have weed on the street." And the cops like, "Exactly, you can't drink on the street, you can't smoke weed on the street." And the cops like, "But I tell you what, you stay right here. I'm gonna go get my citation book, and I'll come back and I'll write you a citation."
Time to go.
And he was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry," and then we left. We went back into the tent. So I think it was more just funny for the cop to just have fun with us, kind of thing. But yeah, but for me, I was like, "Oh shit," because he's smoking weed and the cops come up here. Back in the old days, it's like run.
I went to jail.
I was like to fucking book it, dude.
Buddy, I went to jail in 2001, January 15th, 2001.
Yeah.
6 days after I turned 21, by the way, for possession of marijuana, because the guy I was with had it in the car, hidden.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
You know me. Yes, I drink a little bit. I smoke a little cigarettes here and there.
You
know I don't.
Chain smoke and chain drink.
Fuck you. I smoke one cigarette today, by the way. I have an ulcer. I'm getting old.
I bet you do.
Anyway, point being is, yeah, I've been busted for weed and never even smoked, so.
Yeah.
That worked out.
You're
great.
gonna love LA when you go.
I'd love to.
Everywhere, dude. And so yeah, that was my story about that. So fun educational fact to the old kiddos at home that don't know.
So summarize the cliff notes.
Yeah, whoever's coming to LA from outside of LA, where maybe the old weeds, not legal. You can't smoke it on the street. It's not something you can smoke on the street. I don't know. I thought
that was just a given.
I don't know about cars because man, they were smoking in my car.
Well, tell us in here, like guys, let us know. I literally have not been to America since Trump was president. So if you got some fun facts about America,
they were smoking in the car too. So let us know if it's legal in the car because I still right now to this, I assume it's not. I assume if you can't smoke on the street, you can't smoke in a car. But they were doing
where
that
can
too.
You smoke then in a fucking
I guess
coffee
in your
shop?
house,
Is
like
it
a private house or private establishment. Maybe there's like. Coffee.
What if you're
houses.
homeless like that dude that jacked my eggs?
You might not be able to smoke weed, bro.
Fuck, I feel bad. Maybe that's why he stole me. I had the munchies.
I don't know, but I don't know.
I got nothing.
I don't know, but anyway, that was it. So anyway, going back to some of our alum, the biggest guest, one of the biggest guests we've had, Dana White.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool because Dana White was on the podcast and we drug him to Thailand.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice.
He went from the podcast to actually coming to Phuket, spent 11 days with us, and did our commercial, which is fantastic.
Which commercial?
This one.
What's up, everybody? I am here in Thailand. This is the first time I've ever been here. Been dying to come here for years. The great Mike Swick. He's one of the big reasons he's been trying to pull me down here. What he built down here, AKA Thailand, is incredible. There's people here from all over the world. You can train mixed martial arts here, jiu-jitsu. They have weightlifting, they have cardio, and obviously they have Muay Thai, boxing, everything. I'm telling you guys, I know everybody wants to go to Thailand because Thailand's so cool, but you can't come to Thailand without coming to AKA Thailand. Come on.
I might put it in. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so Dana White came to Thailand, got to see AKA Thailand. His kids trained at AKA Thailand. He trained there, and he thought it was cool. So it was cool to have someone from the podcast actually come to AKA Thailand, especially Dana White. Fuck, come on, dude. How big is that? And he's so fucking rich. Man,
I have to share the story while you were gone. A gentleman by the name of Ross. I'm not going to give his last name in case he doesn't want to know. He came in to the showroom. I'm sitting there at the desk working hard.
Oh, as you usually
and he's like, "Hey man, come smoke a cigarette with me outside, Marc." I'm like, "The fuck is this guy? And how do you know I smoke? And how do you know my name? Whatever." So we get out there and he's like, starts talking. Hey, I just quit my job. I'm here for good. I've been watching your podcast since the beginning, and you guys made me move to Thailand.
Really?
This dude legitimately said, "Fuck work." All his relationships back home and all that stuff because of our podcast.
We get a lot of feedback on the podcast.
Not like that.
Cool. No, that's pretty cool.
I get it that, we change lives every day. It's kind of what we
definitely
do.
Change lives.
But for him to move here, and he knew all the guests, everything we've ever said. He knew, he knew my drink of choice, which was, anything. But the fact that he just said fuck it and moved here. That's pretty impressive. So, he's doing a little trip, by the way. Anyway, but you'll meet him Friday.
Cool.
So
nice.
So yeah, guys. If we're changing your lives,
let us know.
Yeah, man, that was pretty cool, man. Because he's been busting his ass. He's like 34 years old.
Yeah.
been working since he was 18 or something. He said every day, all day. So he's like, you know what? I just said, fuck it. Took his savings, came to Thailand for us. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. So maybe we'll get him on here or something. Tell his little journey.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I figure that's a lot better than just some guy in the comments wanting me to die.
Yeah, it's a step.
Yeah,
step in the right direction.
He won that round.
All right. So who do we have left? We have Frank Yeager.
He fights Cub Swanson.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. He was.
I believe it's in New Jersey. Is the fight?
Alum of the podcast as well.
So in his hometown.
Oh, and going back to Dana too, I want to say that. So I was reading Forbes, the Billionaires list. That's my favorite one.
I'm on there.
And it had the top 20 billionaires.
Oh. And
of course, then all 2,200, I think, for $1.2 trillion of the world's fortune. It was interesting to see the Fertittas, who are the owners of the UFC, the majority owners of the UFC.
They used to be, right?
Right, used to be. But they were on the Forbes list side by side, worth $2.2 billion. And interesting enough, it said mixed martial arts. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So mixed martial arts was attributed to their fortune to be on the billionaires list, which is kind of cool. It said obviously casinos as well, but it's like, how crazy
for it to be illegal.
How crazy is it to see on the Forbes list mixed martial arts as being a big reason why that person is on the billionaires list, bro? Not like the millionaire. I mean, like the
when you sell it for $4.5 billion, you're doing all right.
But still, though, man, coming from
I get it. I get it.
Fun fact: who's the richest man alive right now?
Bill Gates? Or no, some Mexican dude.
Nah, he's dropped. Carlos Slim, yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is number 2, 90 billion. But actually Jeff Bezos.
The Amazon guy?
Yeah.
He's number 1 in the world, richest man.
He is the richest man in the world. He also owns the Washington Post, and Amazon jumped, I believe it was 59% in 1 year.
And they're already a $1 billion company.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
But to jump 59%.
He became the first centile billionaire. So he's the first $100 billion.
What?
Centile billionaire.
The fuck is that?
$100 billion.
Centile billionaire.
Yeah. So
there's no way that's a real word.
Yeah.
Did you just teach me something?
Yeah. So centile, unless it's pronounced something different.
Nice. No, I've never heard of it. Kudos.
Yeah, he's the first centile billionaire. So what that means is he's the first $100 billion man. And he's worth $112 billion because of this 59% hike. So to take a company like Amazon, to see a 59%, and we did a little dabble in the stock market in our day.
Yeah, we did really well.
Yeah, but to see a company like as big as Amazon go 59% in a year, that's fucking crazy.
Decently impressive.
And then you got Bill Gates at number 2. And Bill Gates is with Microsoft. Obviously, that's where his fortune comes from. But it's not like you see Microsoft that often. I mean, I guess it's around.
It's got to be.
Apple's everywhere.
Since we're doing fun fact, that guy will, like, if he walks into a room in his house, the paintings change. If his wife walks in, the paintings change to what she likes.
Really?
On the walls. Yeah, like the lighting changes, the temperature.
You know what causes that?
Being a fucking billionaire?
$90 billion.
Yeah.
And, So he's worth $90 billion. Then we have number 3, of course, Warren Buffett.
Berkshire Hathaway.
He's always going to be in the top 5. I think that guy's a freak. And then number 4, I'm not as familiar with him. No. Arnold.
The French
guy, and he is the
is that
Louis Vuitton guy?
Renault is what I'm thinking.
Renault.
No, Renault's a car company.
Renault.
I could be wrong.
I don't know much about this guy, but he is the Louis Vuitton conglomerate with he just bought Christian Dior, which added something like $30 billion to his portfolio. Christ. Not bad, right? So he has Louis Vuitton and Christian Dior, and then number 5. This would be one that you might be able. I read the fucking Forbes on the way.
Is that on the plane?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's my favorite. So who's 5 in the world? Probably the most famous name of anyone on Forbes.
The guy that Tesla? Am I wrong?
Elon Musk, that's my hero. He is my hero, but no, he's not there yet. But I want to say, for the record, I do think he might be one of the richest men in the world one day.
Well, yeah, he's off to a decent start.
He's worth $15 billion.
Didn't he start eBay or some shit? Or
No. He started PayPal.
PayPal, that's
and then
what it was.
he put all of his money from PayPal into SpaceX, Solar City, and Tesla, and then became a billionaire.
God, he's your boy. Huh? Would you rather hang out with him? He
had
or
no
The
money
Rock?
left over when he put his money in from PayPal, and they say he had enough money for rent, but like he pretty much put his money in and took a chance and became a billionaire. I mean, that's phenomenal, and now he's worth $15 billion. And so anyway, keep guessing. So tell me who this big name.
The guy with the Virgin Airlines.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Sir.
You're never gonna get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it's Zuckerberg. Now this is Zuckerberg's first time, I think, breaking the top 5. Marc. So with a K. So this is the first time I think he's broke the top 5, and guess how much it's increased in 1 year?
18%.
32%, I believe.
Facebook has.
Yeah. Amidst the Russian scandal and the data, issues with like Facebook controlling data and what's being done with it.
Wow.
So amongst all of that, it's jumped something like 32% in 1 year, which brought his fortune to $71 billion. So he's how old is that guy?
I couldn't tell you.
It's crazy. He's worth $71 billion.
You know what I saw? I saw because in Thailand, if you disrespect the king,
yeah,
you can get prosecuted for it. So some guy, there was 32 posts made about the king on Facebook that they didn't catch. And so when they got out, then it disrespected the king. So they were talking about ending Facebook in Thailand. But they're the number one country in the world for Facebook posts. Something like, on the average, each person does 7 to 10 posts a day. Every single person. And that's you obviously have tourists,
Where'd you get that
pictures
from?
and all that shit. I was watching a thing about it. You know how I am.
You're the document
something like literally
documentary
1.1 billion posts or something per day.
It's crazy.
I think they're counting.
Well, I know because I got 43 on staff, and it's just Facebook.
That's all they
around
do.
The gym.
That's all they do. So
that's crazy.
Follow me on Facebook, Marc Bagetsky.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. So 4 of the top 5 richest guys in the world are American. So I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
And the French guy, he's got a great brand too. I mean, he's
Chocolat Bleu.
Bernard. I think Bernard Arnold.
I don't know.
That's gonna bother me.
I don't know anybody French.
I think it's Bernard Arnold or something. Arnault. Anyway, pretty decent brand that he.
That's a list I wouldn't mind being on one day.
Yeah, and then that's the top 5.
Yeah.
But man, and then seeing obviously the Fertitta's on there as well, and like it's interesting to see, especially in America, like people that you recognize, and the Walmart family. Oh my God. I mean, the amount of billionaires that Walmart's created is fantastic for them.
How do we get a
Not for us, but
what would you do if you had $1 billion?
I don't know, man.
I don't even know what would you even spend that on.
Imagine if you had 112.
Fuck, man. Even 112 million.
I mean, getting to 100,
nothing compared to
getting to $100 billion is crazy, and then passing it by 12. You don't even think about the 12 as being that much because you're like, oh, you passed it by 12. $12 billion. I mean, like Elon Musk is worth 15, so it's like that's almost his whole fortune.
Well, think about this.
And you got guys like Mark Cuban. I mean, I think he's like 5 or something. Like
that's nothing compared to like the guy that owns the 2 Twin Towers when 9/11 happened. The insurance, I believe, paid him $3 billion for those 3 towers, because including number 7 and the 2.
This from a documentary?
Yeah, it is. Anyway, point being is if you have 112 million, how many Twin Towers can you buy?
Yeah.
Think about that shit, dude. That is, what do you even do with that kind of money?
You buy super yachts.
You could literally just, if you drop a $100 bill, you'd probably lose money going back and picking it up, then moving forward.
Well, you would, yeah.
That's fucking incredible.
You actually would, for sure.
I would dive in front of a car.
If you're worth 112 billion, I did the whole stats on the plane. I don't have them in my head, but I did the whole stats of like, if you wanted to spend all that in 1 year, how much you'd have to spend
per day.
It's a lot of money, bro.
Well, I mean, 112 divided by 366 on a leap year.
I took it down to the second. Oh my God, dude, that dude would have a hell of a year.
110,000 a second.
It was crazy. He'd have a hell of a year. It wasn't that much, but he'd have a hell of a year.
God, what do you buy?
It might have been that much. I don't know, but yeah, that was my.
I just buy the Playboy Mansion.
It's crazy, man.
Shut it down. Just do dumb shit, you know.
And then they had the billionaires' homes on there. It's fucking crazy, but anyway, yeah, we can all dream, right?
Yeah.
a few more subscribers in the podcast. Maybe
yeah, guys, if you
how cool
hit that like button.
How cool. Hit the like button so that one day
12 billion times, please.
Yeah, so that one day you can actually see us on the Forbes list and it'll say podcasting. That's never happened. I've never once seen podcasting be on the Forbes list. So let's try to be the first. Is that a good goal?
I'll fucking join you.
All right, dude. So that's our goal, guys. So subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. We got some really good guests. Like I said, we're going to start knocking them out. I'm not saying that because we took a break. I'm saying that because we never knocked out enough this entire 7 months. So we are dedicating a set amount of time per week to do these, at least 2 a week. So we have 5 great podcasts coming in the next 2 weeks. So
some funny guests
subscribe
coming.
And get us on that Forbes list because we really want to be there.
That's our goal.
Not just for gym building, but we want podcasting on there.
Screw the fight that I got.
Mixed martial arts. Hey, dude. Hey, if mixed martial arts made it, podcasting has a chance, man. Has a chance.
Yeah. We'll auction off this lion.
Yeah. All right. I don't know about that, but anyway,
you wouldn't
guys,
take money for it right now.
No, that's our mascot. But thanks for viewing, guys. Please subscribe. I've said it enough, but definitely please do it, guys. We got a lot of stuff coming, and we want to see him fight at 50,000 subscribers. Leave comments below. Let us know what you think, if we're wrong about anything or what you want to hear us talk about in the future. We have Jake Shields coming on. We have JJ coming on. We have Russell Peters hopefully coming on. We're going to ask him. He hasn't agreed, so don't count.
Can we get Chuck on?
I've asked Chuck. Chuck's the hardest guy in the world to talk to. He'll text, but it's like he's so hard to talk to on text.
He's easy in person.
Dude, he's just always running around. Dude, he's really hard to communicate on text. I actually talked to him about it when I was in LA. I'm like, dude, you're the hardest guy to talk to on text. He's like, well, if I text you back, I like you. And I'm like, well, that's great.
He never texts me back.
I appreciate it. But the point is, it still takes 30 minutes to an hour.
Did he ask if I was banging ladyboys?
Huh?
He didn't bring up ladyboys.
He didn't bring up ladyboys,
Good.
no. He's being cool about that.
Thank you.
But anyway, so, and we'll also give away free training to somebody who leaves a comment, as long as it's constructive.
Or funny.
And we're going to go ahead and post a comment for the Frankie Edgar podcast. I don't want to say how long ago it was, but it will never happen again. That long of a.
Hey, shit, we got lives too. We can't just be superstars on the podcast.
But we'll go ahead and
changing lives.
We'll go ahead and put the winner on of the free training on the podcast for him, as well as below here on the next one. And thank you to our sponsors, MikeSwick.com, AKA Thailand.com. Anyone you want to thank or give a shout out to?
I don't really have any friends, so no.
All right. Well, I'm your friend, buddy.
I know, and thanks for coming back.
Yeah, I missed you, dude.
Good catching up with you, buddy.
All right, guys. So we will see you soon, literally really soon. So
yeah, see you in a couple days.
Real quick, with Mike Swick.